Jackson in tight on Bledsoe.
Excellent stunt by Williamson there.
'86 against LIU. Dabami with the turnaround hook shot. It took all but 15 seconds for FIU to get on the board.
12.7 rebounds, career high 6 field goals made in that game on Saturday against LIU. We talked about freshmen playing like seniors in Sukaki. Dabami's one of them as well.
Williamson with a kick out. Stevenson top of the key, yes. Corey Stevenson, money from downtown.
Gotta love the first 2 possessions. Dabami with the hook shot and get right back to Corey Stevenson, who didn't score until 9 minutes left in that first half on Saturday. He gets into the action early. This is the exact start you want if you're FIU. A 7-2 start to this game, but you can see the intensity is there. And again, we're going to reference that game on Saturday a couple times against LIU. Felt like there was a little bit of an emotional letdown after that Miami loss. You see a different intensity to start this game. What, 4-time All-American as a player from 2008 to 2012. He was an assistant on this team and has now taken over. 10-14 last year. I want to get into a couple of talking points with him as the game goes on, but he runs a tight ship. Accountability at the forefront.
He rips it away. Here comes Julian Mackey all by himself off the glass.
You talk about guys picking up where they left off. 22 points in his last game on Saturday. His second 20-point performance of the season.
Bench. That's something that this FIU program hasn't really had these last couple seasons.
No, and it's also a different role for Mackey, who was asked to start at Houston Christian and now has come here off the bench. He's a dark horse, I think, to win 6th Man of the Year in Conference USA. Diego Fernandez, he averages 23 points per game. But we had mentioned this off the top. He's going to face elite speed and size, and there's a perfect example. He's in transition here, trying to go left to right, and this is a different body, right, at the Division I level. Usually he's able to absorb that contact. Wasn't able to there.
Great pass from Sukaki as FIU looks for the answer. And their leading rebounder, Stevenson, allows for the second chance.
And that's what happens off the offensive rebounds. It's always hard defensively when you give those up because you're not located with your man. You find a lot of these scramble situations, and right there, Mackey converts on a 3. We'll see if Coach Shank decides to switch up some of the defensive looks. I think we're going to get our first look at some zone here, some 2-3. You want to get the ball to the middle, of course. We always hear that with coaches, or just do that.
Hello.
He's so good, Corey Stevenson, at finding open space like a slot receiver in football. This is just Tiago reading the defense. He's going to get that screen and just lob it over on the weak side to Stevenson. There's certain guys when they jump, it's like they're on a pogo stick. That is Corey Stevenson. When he's able to set his feet, he's an incredible 2-foot jumper, explosive plays with force. But he has had this, I think, ability this year to harness and balance that force and strength with some finesse. He's been able to knock down jumpers. He's been able to work in space and also, most importantly, knock down his free throws. So this is a nightmare scenario for Trinity College of Jacksonville. They go to a zone because you're hoping you can break up any sort of rhythm, but when you start to make shots, you call zone busters. You got zone busters out there. Julian Mackey, Tiago Sukaki, Britt Harris. When you're not able to contain the shooting, it's incredibly difficult to rebound. And that's what they're getting right now, the double whammy that FIU is giving them.
What a story he's been for this program over the last 4 years.
And a really cool developmental story as well. Coach Shank told me that this is their quote-unquote varsity team, but they have a JV team where a lot of the freshmen start there to get used to the pace and the shot clock. Diego Fernandez is one of those guys that began his career on that JV team. He got used to the pace, he got used to just the contact, and now has been a really great developmental story for this program, averaging 23 a game.
The thing that Jeremy Ballard is always preaching his team, that he's told us multiple times this season, are the ABCs.
Yes.
Always be competing.
When we got a chance to talk to Coach Ballard a couple days ago before this game, I asked him, I said, look, when you're playing a team like Trinity, what are you looking for as we get a foul? And he said, just ABC. We're not, like I said, is it habits? Is it taking care of the basketball? Is it being disciplined? He says, no, ABCs, that's the mantra of the program. Always be competing, and if you do that, the things will take care of itself.
19-point FIU lead. Owens around the screen, maneuvering. Williamson almost stripped it free. He went through 3 FIU defenders. Impressive move just to get it up, but Davami's got the rebound. Here comes Nimmers with speed, and he'll go to the line. Aggressive drive from Amarian Nimmers.
Yeah, Nimmers is an interesting player on this team. He hasn't gotten a ton of consistent run. I like he was intentional on that fast break, getting to the cup, but this is a guy that was Illinois Player of the Year in 2022. He actually was on the University of Iowa team in 2022. Didn't play, redshirted, ended up transferring. But when I talked to, I don't know his last name, the strength coach of FIU, Mateo, he told me that Nimmers is a freak athlete. He's got the highest vert on this team, and there's some big jumpers on this team.
Right.
Corey Stevenson we've seen a couple of times, but the athleticism is there.
And he was showing you some of the technology. So we're getting ready to get started. 4th school in 4 seasons for Amarian Nimmers. There's some journeymen on this FIU team. He's certainly not the only one. 3-pointer from DJ Thompson is off the mark.
Who isn't anymore, Zach, in college basketball? Everyone bus stops.
It's the new nature of the game. Jeremy Ballard told us this was really the first opportunity that we could get active, really take advantage of the resources that the transfer portal offers. And we're seeing it with the talent on this Panther roster. Open 3, Ash Williamson. Got everything but the bottom. Zonnie Jackson for 3, no good. 3rd chance for FIU. Oh, Jackson came flying in and then just lost the handle. Eagles on the break. It was a good look from 3, but couldn't be converted.
Your FIU keep pushing the pace. I know they're not going in.
A lightning pace right now. And Jackson with the 2nd chance points for FIU.
And the Panthers are one of those teams, so you're starting to see this in modern college basketball, Zach, that all 5 will crash the offensive board. A lot of times old school coaches will say, no, we just want to crash 2 or 3 and get back in transition defense. Coach Ballard trusts his guys so much with their athleticism that they're able to get back even crashing 5. You learn a lot about your players in games against Division I teams. There's some guys that, kind of level out, they balance out, and there's some guys that take on this challenge, this opportunity, and say, you know what, I can play at this level. So a lot of these guys feel like they can play Division I, right? And a lot of these guys in FIU feel like they're going to play in the NBA one day. You figure out really quickly when you're thrown into this opportunity what kind of players you have.
Yeah, an opportunity to learn some lessons as well for this Trinity team. They've played 2 Division I teams already this season. And
Coach Shank's squad played Jacksonville, lost 122-49 in North Florida, 111-67. But this is a good recruiting talking point for a coach like Coach Shank to be able to tell his guys that he's recruiting, hey, we're trying to win our region, but we also, in the non-comp, we play Division I teams. We're traveling to FIU. We're going to travel to play someone in North Florida.
Owens attacking, and Zonnie Jackson defended that well, forced him to a tough fadeaway shot. Zonnie for 3, yes. Left him wide open from the ocean.
It all starts with Ashton Williamson, head on a swivel, pushes, knows exactly where he's going, and then I love that pass right in the shot pocket for Zonnie.
Fuentes attacking the rim. 2nd chance opportunity down low for Brandon Hill, who's one of the better rebounders on this TCJ squad. And he gets to the free throw line.
I know Ashton Williamson has not shot the ball like he's been wanting to from beyond the arc, and we've talked about the work, but right there on that replay, that's the difference in his game. He's able to slow it down, he's able to find the open man, push in transition, and he's already got 4 assists. He's coming off a 5-assist game against LIU Brooklyn, and then Zonnie Jackson doing the rest.
Britt Harris will try the 3, why not?
You gotta love that for Britt Harris. He's only combined for 8 points over his last 2 games, 3 for 11 from 3, but right there, hitting his 2nd tray of the game.
A big-time win.
And there's no question he's a shooter, Zach, but what I like about Britt Harris is he's doing other things in his game, as Fuentes puts it up and in. He's got 21 assists to 6 turnovers this year. If you're going to be a shooter, if you're going to be a complete player and stay on the floor, you got to do other things, and Britt Harris has been able to do that and defend as well. He's another guy. You watch his assist numbers go up because he's going to cause a lot of attention. He creates a lot of gravity, and that's a newer term in basketball where when he has the ball, defenses are just locked in on Corey Stevenson. You're going to start to see teams double him, stunt him, which is going to allow other guys to be open.